All right. Hello and welcome back again as we continue on through week 6. This game 4 of the Prism League, game 7 overall of the week. I think it has the potential to be a good one. We'll definitely have to see. Let me send the info out. Um, Honestly, probably the main thing I want to call out, we haven't seen Kyoto's main roster. We've seen them show up. Obviously, the person highlighted KX has been absolutely massive for this team, but we haven't seen them field their full roster. I don't know who's missing today. I sent it to Nate, normal manager. I was not told anything different, so we'll see. I know Nate has missed a couple games, I think, so I might have to send it to someone else, but he's online, so we're gonna find out. But on the other side, OKC, that big loss to Houston, but other than that, they have been good. They have been a strong roster. Now, of course, you can look at it. 3 of their 4 wins. Round Rock and LA don't have a win, but they swept them. They did what they had to do. Havana, currently 2-3. Again, they got that win. And then Florida, that's the main one. Florida were 4-0 going into that one, and they still got the win. So definitely this OKC roster. I mean, power rankings at the beginning of the season were very high on them. And especially you see the 3-2 versus Savannah, 0-3 versus Houston. People kind of like, oh, well, was that founded? But they've really pulled that back and have been a dangerous team as of late. So we'll see if they can keep that going here. Well, on the other side, Kyoto, definitely a roster that it didn't feel like they had it to be that competitive, you know? Obviously, all the rosters are very similar. None stood out, at least at the beginning of the season, as worse than the rest. But Kyoto, they came in and they started. Um, they started out very strong. Those 2 game 5s in a row against 2 strong teams. Then it kind of tripped up with the 4 game losses. And then, of course, they got the sweep. But it has to be said, there were 3 players missing from that game against the Wave. So maybe not the most stock in that one. But, that's how that goes. As again, just waiting. Hopefully. Wait, I don't know who's missing from Kyoto. If they don't join for another minute, I might like try to figure it out. Because we'll see. Yeah, Kyoto had 1 sub, and Wave had 2 in that last one. But yeah, Kyoto, it feels like almost every week have had a sub in for someone. And so the roster, it's then like the first 2 weeks, I believe they had everyone. They looked good. And then they haven't been able to field a full roster since. They've had Red Guy, they've had Defane last week. I believe they've had someone else in the middle I saw that I don't remember. So they've been picking up people because they just can't field everyone, and that does hurt. Even if you're fielding strong players, you don't have that connection building. So that does hurt you. Now, of course, like we said, KX has been that impact player. Again, I don't know who's here and who's not this week, but as long as he's here, they definitely have a fighting chance. But OKC, I think, definitely the dominant favorites in this matchup. They just have to be. In another minute, I will check. I don't think. Yeah. We're waiting. I don't know. Just gonna wait another minute, and then if they're still not in yet, I will try some things to get them in. I don't know how much more to say. Code has been the standout, and I think that makes sense. Everyone on this OKC roster is a very strong player. That's why, obviously, on power rankings, they were touted as strong. I don't think they stand out as much as some other rosters. I mean, I've been saying this. It seems like a slight at Sweezy, but I've been saying it since he came into the league. Okay, that is so confusing. I'm not gonna lie, but we run. We go with it. Nate and KX have each other in their names, and that's interesting. Let me know if I need to make Phantoms brighter on the boost. I believe I did it enough, but we'll see. Guessing it's, I don't know how to pronounce it, Aiken. I'm going to say Aiken. I don't know, but yeah, the one who has me and KX, that'll be Nate. And the one who has me and Nate, that'll be KX, I'm assuming. So there you go. Obviously, we know Kellen. He's been this for several weeks, but all right, we do have the game underway here. Best of 5 as always, starting out on the man field. This one knocked down by Aiken. He'll be the one stepping in as the PFA for Kyoto this week, and it does seem to be Higgs out. We'll see, maybe he can help Kyoto find a big upset here. Would really shake up the standings. Sweezy trying to get it away, but I think I was in the middle of saying this OKC roster, it really feels, because Code for the longest time, he is incredible mechanically. That cannot be debated. But the question is, like, how well does he fit into a team? And it feels like it's kind of the non-standard teams he's able to fit in. If you remember the Death Valley Reapers, Red Guy, more of that demo player. Patty, a good facilitator, and then Code, able to do his thing, do his mechanics, play faster on the team. This one kind of similar. Sweezy and Kellen, both fast still to hold on. Code not able to do anything there as Nate dunks him in. And it's 1-0 Kyoto. 1 minute in, Nate starts the scoring. We're talking about Oklahoma City, but Kyoto don't want to go down quietly. And they get first blood here. As I was saying, I mean, if you noticed on the stat screen, Code highlighted as the key player. Highest, or leads the most statistical categories on the roster. We've seen Kellen be a big shooter. We've seen Sweezy do a lot for the team, but Code, really just these two. As, hold on, shot there blocked by Aiken. Code really able to step up with these two more solidified players on the team. They aren't solely focused on mechanics. They aren't solely focused on everything else. They are just there to help the team win. And that allows Code to do a lot of work, and that has worked for them. Again, 4-1 record. I don't know where they ended up on the power rankings. Probably second, I would guess, below Houston. Maybe a bit lower. I don't know. Somewhere in there, though, for sure. And we'll see if they're able to respond. Kellen here over to Code to the backboard. We know he's scary, but Nate able to knock it away. Now staying in the corner. Kellen cuts it off. KX now awkward. That one blasted just wide. Nate did dive in. I'm trying to get, I'll have to learn the cars because the names are so confusing. Nate, another long clear. KX demoed across the field. Kellen, that's an awkward pop, but there are two demos and plenty of space. Kellen just gets back to it. Air dribble out. Ground pitch bottom right. It's a tie game. Kellen hears me talking about mechanics and just turns it around. Fakes high. Does a little twirl. Drops it down. Pinch bottom right to tie the game. And Oklahoma City do not trail for long, although a strong kickoff here for Kyoto. Aiken blocked by Sweezy. That'll go straight up to Code. From the sidewall to the backboard. Double down. Incredible angle, but just a little bit off. Now Aiken trying to 50 it out. KX will take over. Past midfield. He'll get a double, and then he'll knock it down. Aiken, pass to the side. Nate trying to catch up, but it was taken away by Sweezy. Now Code, he gets a double. He gets a shot a little bit wide. Aiken will knock it out to the right corner now. Still trying to follow it. Centered out Kellen. Nate another clear. Half a tank. Does beat Sweezy to it, though. Code should have plenty of time. Just lobs it downfield. KX cuts it off, but awkward on the follow-up. Although he does do enough to beat Code. Kellen, though, patient. But KX just staying on it. A mosquito. not letting Oklahoma City take it. Still, they are trapped in their corner here for Kyoto, but they're surviving. 90 seconds to go, tied up at 1. Oklahoma City putting on a lot of pressure here. Sweezy out the crossbar, Code off the post, saved by Nate. Somehow he gets back to it. Just pops it out calmly. And 70 seconds to go, they are still holding on to the tie. Now this one up in the air, Code knocks it through. The bump makes sure. Sweezy taps it down, pops it up, lands, gets the bump even before he lands, actually. And Code, an open window to knock it through. 1 minute to go. Kyoto score first, but now they trail. This one, though, open. KX couldn't double. Nate will move in. He'll play to the backboard. Left to Aiken, down and on, but Code saved. Kellen trying to break out. KX a big 50. Sweezy makes the save. 45 to go. Kyoto still pushing. KX 50 back. Aiken trying to cut it off. Holds it at the midfield. Gets over Code, but not Kellen. He'll hit it to the back wall. Force Kyoto back. Now they have to reset. Aiken not able to react. Sweezy off the corner. Now popped out. Code moving in. Saved by Aiken, but bouncing back down. KX needs a save. Final 30 seconds. Kellen stalls it at the midfield again. Flick out to Sweezy to the top right corner. Nate blocks it away. Code gonna recenter. He'll try to solo play, you'd think, but just has to let it fall. 15 seconds. KX has control. Flicks over 1, but not 2. Kellen again. The rock for this team so often. Wins it forward and sets up Code for goal 3 and to secure a Game 1 win. A slow start for the Phantoms. They did concede first, but they score 3 back. And they will take Game 1 and start the set 1 better. In the end, a 2-goal win. And that's pretty fair. I mean, there's a lot of control as soon as they found that first goal. As, of course, we will look at the stats. There you go. There are your stats. It seems like they still have not fixed the post-game chat. That is annoying, but that's okay. Map. I know the map. I had to think about it. It's been a week since I've streamed a game, but that's okay. We got it. We're working. We got it all down. Kyoto, a good fight there. We'll have to see if they can keep it going. Obviously, that early dunk, you're not sure how many of those they'll get, but some good offense around that. But just not able to outdo Oklahoma City. Kellen, we said it. I mean, Code stands out statistically. But Kellen, he's been such a shooter. He is that rock that he'll make the challenges. He is probably that faster challenging player. As I think someone sent a chat message, but I don't know. I can't see it. No one left the lobby. So I think we're good. I don't know. Again, we really should make an announcement about that if it matters. But I don't know. I just can't see the chat. This one now off the sidewall again, and it'll bounce back down. Aiken wins the challenge. Now KX on it, trying to center. Nate moving in, won by Kellen. On target, no boost. It's a little high, and the double knocks it wide. Sweezy, though, going to catch up wide again. KX trying to get it out, dunked in by Code. The pressure builds. OKC just barely not able to find a goal, though. And finally, Kyoto break out. Now Nate to the back wall. Knocked to the side by Kellen. Now that one, bit of a wayward touch by Aiken. He will track it down, but Code able to get in the way. Now another touch to interfere. Sweezy going to knock it forward. Tap back by KX. Now Code towards net. Blocked to the side by KX again. Sweezy going to drop it down. KX out off the side. Kellen there. Kellen scores. 1-0 Phantoms. Sweezy the pass. Kellen the goal. A combo we've seen quite often. OKC rolling all on the back of Kellen. Now this one popped forward. Aiken gonna knock it down to the corner. KX gonna flick it forward. Code gonna knock it away. KX popping it up. Code had him red. Low boost, but still gets a 50. Sweezy though, big backflip. KX knocks it forward. Kellen, not a good touch. Dunked here by Aiken. Nate moving in high off target, and Sweezy taps it to the side. Now Sweezy, another big flick downfield. Aiken trying to follow. Sweezy wins it into the corner. Sweezy now another back pass. Kellen has to back up. Nate reset, flick forward. Not a lot on it though. Kellen easy enough save. Code knocks it past midfield. Kellen redirect forward, forces KX into action, but he does parry it out of the net. Kellen blocked by Aiken again. OKC just swarming, not allowing any pressure for Kyoto. This one knocked down to the back wall. KX taken by Kellen. Double down. Just beat out by Aiken. Now caught to the side, it's Code. He'll get dunked back down. KX forward. I think I switched them. Nate forward. KX just beat on that one. Sweezy in there. Pass down right to Code. And what a play. Sweezy set the whole thing up. A three-man passing play. KX pops it up. Sweezy. Perfect pass to Code. And a perfect shot to go with it. Whether it's Kellen being that rock, whether it's Code being the shooter, Sweezy seems to be the assist player. They all have a role, and they play it so well. 2-0, maybe 3. Just high off the crossbar. Sweezy blocked by KX. But Oklahoma City show no sign of slowing down right now. KX trying to turn some momentum, but Kellen gets it away again. Now Kellen towards net, just barely blocked by Nate, but Code's there. He scores. 3-0. Kellen is blocked, but Code will not be denied. He lurks in the midfield, and he cleans up. Perfect placement, bottom right, just behind the defender. OKC kickoff again. Now KX possibly lagging for a minute, but now he's moving, but might actually still be lagging, but he's moving, so he's not DC'd, and it's 4-0. Yeah, Oklahoma City, you know, we said slow start in game one, but they score a couple to get the win in the end. They have kept that momentum going here in game two, and they are rolling their way on towards a win here. Nate trying to take control. Kyoto just trying to find anything back. Avoid a shutout. Just find some momentum. Code now going to flick it up in the air. Aiken going to knock it down. Trying to get it away. Popped up here. KX not going to find anything. Nate beat as well. Sweezy makes it 5. And yeah, Oklahoma City kind of just scoring at will here. This time Sweezy steps out of the assist role, puts some goals on the board. Now off the side again, Sweezy trying to knock it down. He just finds Kellen to the backboard. Double back to Sweezy. There's 6 and a playmaker for Kellen. I mean, Kyoto, nothing they can do. They're reeling. They're struggling to find footing. And OKC aren't giving them anything. They're connecting, they're passing, and they are dominating here on DFH Stadium. Nate trying to set up a play, drops down for the reset, but blocked by Kellen. He pinches it away. KX gonna try to take it off the floor, following it again, knocks it down into the corner. Now Kellen back into the corner again. Nate tracks it down there, half a tank. He'll go up, he'll try to flick it out. Code there, but a good dunk. He might get one more. He'll put it on target, but Sweezy back in time to block it. Nate still on it towards center. Kellen around the outside again. Popped up. Nate high in front of the net, but Sweezy taps it wide. Now off the corner again. Popped up by Kellen. Sweezy trying to take over. KX beat on it. Aiken beat by Kellen. Off the corner. Code, the pre-flip. Not quite on target. 30 seconds to go. All just a formality. Seeing if OKC add on. If Kyoto can find anything. But of course, the game decided. You see a trade of demos there at the midfield boost. But no trade of goals here. All in favor of OKC as KX wants demos here at the end of the game. And he finds a couple. Code. Bouncer towards net. Good save there by Nate. Clock now will strike 0. Another demo for KX. Code smacks the crossbar. Nate pops it up. The ball will fall. And it is another OKC win. It'll be 2-0 in the set. Okay, again, I hear people chatting. I don't know. You saw the stats though. I gotta write down the score. Like, I don't know if they're just talking about gameplay or what. Like, there's a lot of messaging going on, and I don't know. They all readied up, though. No one left. So I guess we're good. That's pretty much... I can't read the chat, but if I see a message and then people leave, I assume they want new server and that kind of things. Nate said he's on a 15 hertz TV. Interesting. Love that for him. Anyway, game 3 underway. OKC rolling so far. One away from a sweep here. And it would be the story. They played a lot of the bottom teams, but especially if they win this one, they have beat them convincingly. Now this one, though, in from Nate. Why? Okay, now this is actually the worst. No, this is awful. That one scored by Nate. Now everyone in Kyoto is in the same car. And for the two whose names are really long and really similar, plus the opposite person's name, now, because I could tell from Fennec versus Space Station Octane, that's KX this time. I could tell by the car and decal before. Now I need to read the name. And so there's a goal each for KX and Nate. Makes it 2-0 earlier. 2-0 early. Interesting start. I don't know. We're kind of lost. This one tapped back into the corner. I don't know by who. Nate gonna pop it up. Aiken trying to get into the air. Beat by Kellen. Squeezy up. Even 50 with KX. Code off the sidewall. Trying to pass it out, but no one waiting. OKC, of course, plenty of time, and we've seen their scoring ability, but slow start again here. Maybe kind of letting off the gas a little bit. That one a good shot by Kellen, but just a little bit wide, and the post gonna deny. Code now a back pass. Nate trying to catch it. It'll be KX to take it instead. Down from the ceiling. Gets a reset. Gets another 50. Kellen taken away. Code a low boost, but just puts the pressure on, gets it away. Sets up Kellen. He'll go for a double and hits the post again. The accuracy a little bit off so far for the Phantom. Sweezy, no boost. Removed by Nate. KX trying to get in the air, even with Code. Bouncing back down. Kellen to the back wall. Aiken will send it away from there, but right at Sweezy. Kellen lurking. Pop to Code. Instead, Kellen himself makes it a 1-goal game. You thought it was a setup, but instead he just flips around, taps it in, past 2 diving defenders. OKC do give up a couple early, but now back into it. Bouncing down. Aiken trying to 50 it down. Sweezy able to block. Kellen now to the midfield. He'll get a double up into the corner. Dropping down there. KX can. Kellen can. Tie game. Okay, so like what? Like a season? I don't. Okay. I don't care enough. Like he changed car. Okay. Like sure, fine. You know. You're not supposed to do that. They're losing currently. Whatever. This one downfield by KX. Pop towards the back wall. Code. Now over to the side by Sweezy. See, the same player joined in. He pulled another player who used to do that, but same player joined in left. He's not a hockey sub. Didn't gain an advantage because he was back before the kickoff. Whatever, So now drop down by Code off the back wall. Sweezy beat away by KX. Now Nate back in the Octane. At least it allows me to tell who's who. Therefore, I'll take it. It's illegal, but I'll allow it. This one bouncing down. KX out to the side. Code dropping back down. That's Nate. KX trying to drop it down. Sweezy, though, just going to pop it right over him. Now, Nate going to bring it down off the sidewall. Code trying to stall it. KX catching back up to it. Now, up into the corner. Code, one touch to the side. Can't find another 50. This one high in front of the net. Sweezy can't find a touch. Kellen can, though. Kyoto just too slow to it. Now, Coda double center. Sweezy 50 high. Good pressure. But again, the woodwork denying the Phantom. Sweezy another shot. Aiken another save. Code trying to hold it close. Aiken trying to get it away. Cuts it across. Kellen bumps him off it. Code trying to catch up. Nate gets a 50, but Code still wins it. Now KX though dunked. That one finally in. A big challenge. It was even for a long time, but not forever. OKC find their lead. Now Code trying to play it forward. It'll get tapped back. Sweezy already up for it. Knocks it down. 1 minute to go. OKC on the verge of a quick, well-deserved sweep here. This one off the backboard. Sweezy trying to win it forward on target, but Nate will sweep it out to the side. Didn't get the corner to spawn for him, so he's going with a low tank. Tried to fake out Code, but Code just goes straight for the ball, gets a touch, and knocks it away. Now this one on target. Code gonna get beat. Now to the side again. Drop down towards the net. Code gonna pop it straight up. Final 30 seconds. Sweezy playing it forward. Code on it. Scores 4-2 to secure the sweep. 20 seconds to go, but a 2-goal lead here. And we are not gonna be seeing a comeback this time. I mean, we could. If OKC stopped and let it happen, it could happen. I do not foresee that. OKC playing too strong. They do find another clear forward here. And that touch by Kellen will secure it. Maybe another goal for Code. No, blocked away. Sweezy will try as well. Just into the corner. Clock will strike 0. And OKC secure the sweep. I will check with them if they want to interview. We will see. They're as much of the stats as you got. What? All right, got everything written down. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll get a response on that interview shortly. It was a good game. Well, at the very least, it was well played by OKC. That's the main thing. Good game, but well played by the Phantoms. They deserve the win. They get the win. And we are going to be back in just one moment for an interview. Don't go anywhere. And we are now back with the winning Phantoms. How does it feel? Another sweep.
Champions. Champions yet
Right.
Yeah,
again.
glorious.
They
We
love it.
take those.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's good.
Champions.
Looks like next week going up against New York. Gonna be a harder game. Still feeling confident.
Always.
Who's on that team?
I mean, New York, I swear they just got Dinks, right?
New York.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
beef
They
kilo
just
Yeah,
traded for
that's
Dinks.
just
Dinks.
looking scary, I can't lie.
What is that? Kilo beef Dinks?
Dinks, yeah.
Yeah.
Very fast team.
Solid
Mm,
team, yes. Very
That's
fast
actually a
team.
really fucking good team. When did that happen?
Like
Before
last
this week.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, good for them. Okay, well, shit. Or shoot, this is gonna be a good little battle next week.
Yeah,
When
Should
you're
be
girl.
should be fun though. I think it'll be very close. I think it should be a very fun series.
hopefully. Yeah.
We'll ask as you are now up in the 5-1 teams. Last time, obviously, when you played Houston, didn't go your way. Feel like it'll be different
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
for
hell
sure.
yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Ez
We
got
took
lucky.
so
His
bad
curls were
against
too
our
tight
opponent.
that day. Pissed me off. And I won't let that happen again. I've been telling him to chemically straighten his hair because when he has curls like that, he plays too good, and it's been pissing me off. Yeah, and he's been flaunting it. Yeah, we got him next time though. I know they were.
100%.
I know they're talking smack a little bit after the game. Not too crazy to us when they whooped our ass, but we're coming for that. We're not gonna say it was lucky. We were unprepared last time
Yeah.
against them.
We don't play as good as we could have.
They
I would
played
say
insanely good.
Yeah.
I would say it was a little unfortunate for us because it was one of those days that we don't want to play on, but I'm not going to
Yeah,
use that as a crutch either though.
Yeah.
yeah,
Plus,
So,
that game 3 honestly could have went either way.
truth.
yeah.
In the
Truth.
series.
There's Smurfs on that team anyways. They're running the game.
100%.
Smurfs in the uncapped league.
It's just how it goes sometimes. And I'm just finding out now that Higgs wasn't playing.
Yes.
There was different names, and that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that
That
really
was
threw us off.
Like
yeah.
Dion Dodger.
I actually didn't know who we were playing because of the names. So I thought he was playing, and I just found out, and that's kind of bums out because he's an absolute force. He's so
Truth.
uncomfortable to play against, and so I think it would have been a little different with that situation.
Yeah, I could tell the PFA was the PFA, and then one person had Nate in their name, the other KX, and they were the opposite. So you figured
That's how
out.
that's how Code knew. Otherwise, we had
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I could use the cars until they loaded into game 3 all in the same Fennec, and that was
Yeah.
that made it a
Exactly.
challenge.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, but they still play pretty good. They came out with quite a bit of confidence. I was a little nervous in that first game because with these big flies, these resets dusting us over top, we had to lock it in pretty quick because they weren't fooling around.
Yeah.
A lot of speed early, but you did find it. Got the 2 goals at the end there, and then game 2, route. Sweezy, what about that passing? The
I
connection
mean,
you have.
honestly, I give credit to the callouts. Like our comms were moving, and that's what helps a lot. You know, Kellen Kellen was calling while I was in the air. I had no idea, honestly, that Code was on the ground until he said it. So it definitely helped. Comms are huge. Go
Yeah, hell yeah, go comms.
Go
comms.
Well, glad to hear you're feeling confident. Good luck next week. Any final thoughts here?
Uh, we hope to see Otakus pick it up a little bit, to be honest,
Yeah,
because
how you start showing up.
because that's my team. I keep swearing by, and
They
once
are
they have
an
their score,
underrated team. They need
yeah,
to unlock something. Something needs to click, and they're gonna be scary.
I mean,
yeah.
To
they
have them.
yeah, they haven't had their main roster since week 2 either.
Well,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah, that's
Hey,
gonna
that's
hurt.
impressive then. Let's go.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, but once they get going, because I always bet on them. God damn, you lose me a lot of channel points. But I swear by you guys. I swear by the Otakus. Yeah. All right.
All right. Well,
Oh shoot.
let you guys go. Good luck next week.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you,
GGs.
man. GG's, yo.
Jeez.
All right, well, always good. And yeah, I agree. Kyoto, after those first 2 weeks, were such a fun underdog story. Kind of like unconfident in the roster going in, but they're putting up good results. And then they just still haven't been able to find those wins, haven't been able to bring in their main roster. And they just got to find that. Meanwhile, on the other side, OKC, like you hear, feeling confident. They're clicking. They got the comms. They got the passes. This is a dangerous roster. Honestly, I am really sad that they played Houston earlier on because I don't know if we see that matchup again until finals. And I think that's a great game. I think they play now. That would be a really interesting one. But I see these teams being like first and second seed, something like that. And so I don't know if they mean till the finals, but I could very well see them making it to the finals. So either way, though, we'll see. A lot of good teams. Hope to see some pick it up, like you heard. Always want as much competition as possible, but great win to OKC. Your final score here: Oklahoma City 3, Kyoto 0. Another clean sweep for the Phantoms, but that is not the last. That is the first time chat by the mod code Lamau. But this is not the last game of the night. We are done now with Prism, but we have one more Pixel game. That's at 10:15. It's a little bit of a wait, but that'll be New Mexico versus Mississauga. Should be a good one. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you leave the channel open, make sure you're watching the Discord, whatever you need to do, don't miss that game. But that does it for now, and we will see you then in like a half an hour.